Last time I showed you guys the basics of survival through planting, harvesting, sleeping, and crafting. But today is going to be a little different. Today I will be exploring the Leaf Village and showing off all the different shops and locations you can visit while in the Leaf. At first glance, you're probably thinking that this village is just like every other Naruto game and doesn't have much to offer. But the time and effort put into this village really shows, especially in forms of originality. And the first stop is going to be the clothing shop, which is the closest shop to the entrance of the village. And it's going to be this blue building. Now the unique thing about these clothes is you can actually build a wardrobe of different clothes that you can stash at your apartment. The other thing is I recently figured out as well is that you can actually mix and match different styles because every set of clothes comes with two items, the pants and the shirt. So this leads to a lot of different customization options for your character. The next shop we are headed to is going to be the Accessory Shop. This one isn't that far from the clothing store, and it's also going to be very useful to you early on. Here you can buy pouches, belts, and backpacks. You're going to need these early on to get more slots in your inventory. It's very crucial to have enough space to collect multiple resources and to craft new things. Also, don't get played like I did and buy this ugly blue backpack. The basic bag that says B is blue, and the one that says BL is the black one. Now that we have those places out of the way, we are now headed to the general store. This store is also crucial to your survival. You will find yourself here a lot because there are useful items that you will need for everyday use. Here you can find a jar for water and basic tools for mining, harvesting, and farming. You can also buy chakra papers here to see your affinities. The general store is also a good place to sell items you don't need like sapphires, rubies, and emeralds. The next stop in the Leaf Village is going to be the library. Now the library was recently moved and looks a lot nicer than what it used to, and it also has more books inside as well. You can come to the library for more info on basic things like fighting and crafting. There's also books like in the last video for hand signs. You're going to need to buy these books in order to learn any hand signs to perform jutsus. You can also buy a journal here which tracks all the things that you've crafted before, which you can also use to build a recipe book and sell them to other players. You can even erase pages that you don't want others to see. Affinity training is one of the most time consuming things because if you were born with bad affinities, it'll take you a long time to get any. But with recent updates, there are now different scrolls that will give you more affinity experience than chakra running on water. They are a little pricey but less time consuming in the long run. I also convinced Ty to add some recipe books for professions to get basic crafting down for all jobs in the game. At the library you can buy tailor books. There are also other books for professions, but these are located in other shops. Speaking of other shops with profession books inside, right next to the bookstore there is another store with books inside. At this location, the dark blue building, is the Blacksmith Bookstore. This one only has 2 recipe books but will be very useful if you want to become a blacksmith in this game. You can also sell weapons you crafted here for a cheaper price, which is a good way to make money once you first open up before you make a name for yourself. One place I suggest you guys get early on is an apartment. They're pretty cheap. It's only 750 Rio I believe to buy one. Then once you have one, it will give you a key to open the door. Now don't forget to write this down because to change the keys it costs 250 Rio. Now I'll go more in depth on the apartments at a later time once I buy all the furniture in the inside. But for now we will leave it at that. One of the last places located in the Leaf is the Kage Estate. Now there's not much at this building, but there is one thing here that you can do. There is a jonin at the entrance of the building, and this is where you can go to queue for missions against other players to earn Rio if you get tired of crafting and farming. At the time I can't show you how this works because there isn't a lot of players in the game, and everyone is also focused on their professions. But if you go to the top of the building you will find the Kage office. You can't really do anything here besides sit down in the chair. So I mean, if you want to pretend to be Hokage, then I guess come here. Now there is one final place in the Leaf Village that I forgot to mention. Now this is probably one of the most important places in the whole village, and that's the Ramen Shop. Now to be honest, there's nothing special about this place, but you can just come here to buy bowls of ramen. What ramen does is it just fills up your hunger bar. Now there might be something else added here later, I don't know, but that's pretty much everything inside the Leaf Village. But let's backtrack to the general store to buy chakra paper to finally see what affinities I have for the future of this game. I don't recommend buying this early on because it is 500 Rio, and when you first start off it's good to focus more on getting a good food supply and money. It'll help you a lot more than just to know what affinities you are. But it was finally time to see what a prodigy like myself can achieve through the different elements of jutsu. To use the chakra paper it's pretty simple. You just equipped it and press T to take it out. Then press P to infuse the paper with chakra. And the first affinity I have is water. Not the affinity I was hoping for as an Uchiha, but it's still good. And now it was time just to wait to see what other affinities I have. And it looks like I only have water as an affinity. Now that's very disappointing, but it doesn't mean I'm as useless as Sakura in any regard. Because like I said before, you can train your affinities to get different elements. It's even possible to obtain all elements through hard work and determination in this game. Just from water walking, my affinities improved in around 5 minutes. Now when I recorded this, the affinity scrolls were not in the game, so this is also good news for everyone else that is new. Because now you don't have to water walk for hours just to get the jutsus you want. It's a lot easier than that now. You can just stack Ryu and use the scrolls till your affinity is great enough to use the elements. So when you guys get the chance to play this game, I really don't recommend focusing on jutsu till you at least have combat down, because the likelihood of you actually using multiple jutsus in the beginning of the game are very low. You probably won't even have enough chakra reserve to use one jutsu. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Also, don't forget to comment down below what you guys would like to see next in this game. And most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell notification. It'll inform you when I drop more videos like these, so you guys can be the first ones to see them. It also really helps me a lot when you guys support my channel so that eventually I can live my dream of doing YouTube full time. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.